So we're all packed up from Chicago and we're heading into Wisconsin. I've never been to Wisconsin before, so I don't really know what to expect. I just know that it's supposed to be beautiful. So we're headed to Devil's Lake State Park and we have a spot for 5 nights. We're on our way through to Minneapolis, where we're gonna go to a full-time families event. And almost exactly halfway between Chicago and Minneapolis is the Wisconsin Dells. There's Papa back there. He's filling up water because where we're going is a state park and they don't have sewer. So we're doing most of our camping without sewer hookups.
The water tank's full now. I'm just gonna go, there's a dump site after the gate, so let's do that.
Cool.
And then we'll be ready to go again to another electric site.
Nice.
You ready?
Ready. We just woke up at Devil's Lake State Park, and it was kind of an endeavor getting into our parking spot last night. It was the last site available in the whole state park, so that tells you something. And it was a double site, so you had to buy both sites. It's like at a slope, so Michael had to back in kind of downhill. So we'll stay here as long as we are comfortable. We got 5 nights, and we might make the whole 5 nights, but we'll stay as long as we want to. And if we leave a night early, that's okay, because we're gonna get so much use out of this state park. No hookups means no electricity, which means no air conditioning. So we'll see how it goes. We just literally rolled out of bed. Everyone's just got crazy hair, bug bites all over, and we're gonna go explore. But now I'm walking up towards the shore, and there's a few things. There's an ice cream shop, and I think there's a gift shop. And there's a ton of people here, but I mean, it's not too crowded. I'll show you here. It's just like the perfect childhood summer experience here. Man, I wish I got that guy who I just walked by, because he was an older man, probably about 75, and he was wearing a tiny red Speedo and carrying around a goblet and a cane in the other hand. And he bowed down to me and said, "Have a glorious day." We're at Tumbled Rocks Trail at the end of the beach at Devil's Lake. We're about to take a little hike. It's kind of hard getting past the beach to the trailhead though, because the kids just want to go to the beach. The whole hike is just right along the edge of the lake. You get to look out at the lake from the beach, and then if you go on this little hike, you get to look back at the beach from outside on the lake.
Oh, it's the zoo, look. Oh, one got away. Oh no, 2 more monkeys got away. This zoo sure does have a lot of monkeys.
I'm a monkey.
What is the purpose of hiking sticks? Is it helping you balance? Is it helping you figure out if there's like different terrain? It looks fun to hike with hiking sticks, but I don't really exactly get what they do. This might be my favorite hike ever because it has all these different rocks to climb. It's so good for kids, but it's a little bit challenging. It's not too easy. And because you're right along the water the entire time. This is a good spot to turn around.
We're almost to the beach. What are those called?
Dominoes.
Dominoes? Are they called minnows?
Yeah, they're minnows.
What are these called, Linden?
Tubas.
Tubas?
Tubas?
I think the biggest challenge was there were so many fun rocks that it was hard not to stop just like every 5 minutes, or like even more frequently than that. The farther you go, the more narrow the actual cement hiking trail gets. If you've got little babies or little kids and you're not that experienced, you can just go a little ways and back, or you can just keep going further and further depending on what you're comfortable with.
What's Maple doing? Ballerino?
Look at my saddle.
Okay. Oh, cool shadow. I think it's a baby alligator. Okay, today's the big day. I've been putting it off and putting it off, but I'm finally going to teach Linden how to ride a bike. I've been getting her bike ready for a couple of months now, just fixing it up, getting the tires inflated, getting her helmet ready. I wanted to get a GoPro mounted on top, so I had to find epoxy glue. Then it's just a matter of the right campground that has a road that's a little bit sloped and not too many cars. And I think finally we got a chance where we had some time and it was the right time to try it out. What are we gonna do, Linden?
Ride a bike.
Woohoo!
Will you catch me if I follow?
Yeah. When you push on the pedals, it makes the wheels go.
Woo! You're amazing! You're amazing!
Who taught you how to do that? I didn't even get to that part yet.
Does bikes turn? I can see if I can turn.
Yeah, just do an experiment with turning.
I turned.
I'm gonna ride my bike with Papa.
Whee! Mama, I can ride a bike all by myself.
You can even ride in grass.
I can do it, Mom. Watch.
You can ride a bike?
Maple.
I'm so proud of you. You're so amazing.
Can you teach me tomorrow too?
Yeah.
To do tricks?
Yeah. Linden's ready for tricks.
Wow.
Well, that went really well. I don't think I expected her to figure it out on her first time. So, first try and she just kind of nailed it. She figured out how to start and stop and balance and even turn. Definitely way better than I did when I was 5. My dad taught me how to ride a bike when I was 5. I'll always remember that. And also I always remember I didn't really know how to stop at first, so I kind of got going and the only way I knew how to stop was end up hitting some trees.
Wow.
Like the wind!
Well, Michael made a big deal about teaching Linden how to ride a bike. It's been something that he's been planning for a long time. And she just kind of did it. So now she's riding all over the place. She's riding all over the campground. She's riding all over right here in this park. She just can't get enough riding her bike. It's so sweet. It's like we're entering a new phase. And I'm pretty sure that next week, as soon as Maple tries, she's gonna be able to ride a bike too. Michael wanted to let Linden have this week as her week that she rides a bike without Maple yet knowing how to ride a bike. And I understand, I mean, Linden's the oldest by a year and a half, but Maple's always right on her tail doing exactly what she's doing. So we just want to give her this week of being the bike rider in the family. Today we came to the south side of Devil's Lake. So if you look all the way across, you can see the north side. That's the popular side that's more crowded. Here, it's just as beautiful. It's just a little bit more low-key.
Cheese.
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 That's already the end.
Really? So that was a nice and short hike. Like, I'm talking a quarter of a mile or something. Along the boardwalk, there's all these little pockets of beach that feel really private. And they all have picnic tables, so you could come have a picnic just with your family. It's just really peaceful. I'm out of breath. I just went back to the car to get these sand toys. Last night we went to Walmart to get sand toys, and they were all sold out. So I got some measuring cups.
Look, a bird pooped on me.
A bird pooped on you?
Yeah, look.
Oh, you're digging a well, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
If you dig deep enough, then you'll strike water.
I'm digging for water.
You're gonna find water in that hole?
Yeah.
Perfect day at the beach. The girls got to go swimming. They just jumped in their clothes, and that was fine. Good thing I had extra clothes in my backpack. And now we're having snacks, and we're gonna walk back on this short little boardwalk, and we'll be right at our car. There's even a playground there too, so we might play at the playground. We'll see.
Doing, Linden?
I'm taking a walk on my bike.
Yeah, it's called the bike ride.
We're about to leave Devil's Lake, and I'm so glad we discovered this place because I think a lot of people might just go straight to Wisconsin Dells and not even check out Devil's Lake, but it's a shame because this has been one of my favorite places we've ever been to. It's just so good for kids and families, and the lake is so beautiful. And the campground was great. We went 4 nights with no electricity, water, or sewer, or any hookups at all. So I'm feeling pretty accomplished. I think we left with like 42% battery still available to us. We used all our gray tank space, but we're leaving now. So I'm excited to move on to the Wisconsin Dells. I don't really know what to expect. We're going to stay at 1,000 Trails campground, and we have some friends that are there also. And we're off. The Airstream's all packed up. We're just gonna go back to the campground and pick it up and go to the Wisconsin Dells. Off we go. Oh, you left your coffee in here? Is that the emergency? See ya. The Wisconsin Dells has so much here to see, especially if you like attractions like water slides and roller coasters and upside down house and haunted house and, you know, all like zoos. And the truth is our kids are really too young for almost everything here. But since we have 3 at such young ages, we're not gonna go to the biggest water park in the world right now, which is here. which someday I'd love to go to, but now is just not the time. We wouldn't fully enjoy it the way that it's intended. But there's a few things here that would be really good for us, and a couple of them are boat tours. There's a regular boat tour that goes slowly along the river and you get to see the upper dells, which I think is my first choice. But then there's another boat tour called the Ducks, and it's like a vehicle that goes on land and in water, and it was used in World War II, something like that. But they're called the Ducks, and it goes in and out of the water kind of fast, and it's supposed to be really fun for kids. And my first thought was, oh no, Olive is gonna be completely terrified of that. But I called and I spoke to someone at the boat tour ticket counter, and she kind of convinced me that maybe the kids would love this exciting Ducks boat tour. So we're still undecided. We're getting in the car now and we're gonna just drive towards the boat landings and we'll discuss and figure out what to do. The last time we took a boat tour was in Chicago, and honestly, it was kind of a nightmare. Michael and I did it when we were dating and I loved it. But going with 3 young kids is it's not awesome because they get impatient and they get bored and they start, running all over and like running towards the edge of the boat because you're on top. And they start bothering people who are just trying to enjoy their drinks and, stuff like that. But our kids are a little older now. It's been almost 2 years, I think, since that attempt that went horribly. I mean, it didn't go horribly wrong, but it was really challenging. All right, so we're getting in the car, and I guess you'll just see what we decide. See you at the boat landing. Okay.
There you go. Yep.
We're in the front row. We just did the original Wisconsin Ducks tour and it was awesome. We went in and out of the water. We went through the woods. We went right by all the cool rock formations. We saw the lake. My favorite part was when you're right next to the rocks. We're all packed up and we're leaving Wisconsin Dells today. We're gonna head into a new state, and that's Minnesota. And we're gonna arrive this evening probably at, I think it's a forest preserve, where we're meeting a bunch of other families for a full-time families hangout. Now I'm emptying the trash. That was the recycling, which I love. It's pretty rare that you have big recycling dumpsters at campgrounds, so that made me really happy. This is kind of our routine. Right before we leave, Michael goes and dumps the tanks, I go and dump the trash, and then we meet back at the campsite for final lookovers to see if we left anything, and then we take off. Also, we just changed our compost for our toilet. Sorry if it grosses you out, I'm always talking about our composting toilet, but ever since switching to a composting toilet, I'm like, why do people have hookups, or why do people use sewer? It's so much better having a composting toilet. But yeah, so it's super simple. It's in one of these bags and we just toss it in the dump, and it's not gross. It's composted waste, so it doesn't even smell. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. But enough about poop. Although that's a huge, oh, this is it, because it's heavy. Oh! The kids met some friends at the campsite, so we'll drive back by and wave to them because I think they'll like to see us off. We're going on like 3 weeks of electric or nothing as far as hookups go. I'm pretty proud of us. I mean, we got all this solar, we got our composting toilet. We're able to camp anywhere we want, really, and still be pretty comfortable and have everything we need. The first thing to go when we have no hookups is definitely water. So we could always make an improvement to that situation by getting some kind of big jugs or something. But after this big long stint of no hookups, I'm really looking forward to going somewhere like a KOA holiday or something where we can plug in and just, I want to take a really long shower and, you know, do dishes leisurely and stuff. It's funny how those types of things become such a luxury. Bye-bye, guys. Bye. See you later.
Are you a tree hugger? Let me take a picture.
Maple tree.
That's a maple tree. These are all maple trees,
Do it
aren't they?
again, Olive. Do it
I know
again.
that.